If you say to your family that you want to go to Disneyland, and then they respond with, "We have Disneyland at home," they're talking about Adventureland. Yeah, seriously, welcome to Adventureland. I mean, when you walk in, you're greeted by a train station, and then you come in and it just looks like you're on Main Street, USA. Well, a carbon copy of it. So, I don't know, it's only been 3 years since my last visit here. But since then, Palace Entertainment's taken over the park. They've added a lot of new attractions. They added like 9 new rides in their first year. And I'm looking around, it looks like they repainted this main entryway, which looks really, really nice. This is the only park I get to visit this year because, long story short, I got a new job and I had to move. So I haven't had time to visit any other places. But hey, one new coaster credit's better than no new credits. I get to ride Flying Viking today, and that will be coaster number 89 for me. But first, it's time to kick things off correctly, go straight to Monster and start off there.
I want on a roller coaster that actually drops you off the track onto another track. So like it tilts down. I want to go back and
First ride of the day, of course, is Monster, and still absolutely 100%, still a top 20 worthy. The hang time and the air time of this thing, and that absolutely insane first vertical drop, well, beyond vertical drop. Holy cow. Yeah. Monster makes any trip to Iowa worth the visit. This coaster is elite. Tornado has a nice new sign, but I bet you the nice new track it supposedly got doesn't make the ride any more better. Let's go find out.
Today, Junior?
Last time I was here, Tornado was unbearably rough in so many spots. I'll be completely honest, on this trip though, first drop not as bad as I remember it being. I was told there was some retracking done in this thing in recent years, and to my surprise, some of the initial hard-hitting spots were not as bad. Back half of the ride, on the other hand, still kind of iffy, but it's not as bad as I remember it being. So I'll give them that. And here she goes. And then jumping overhead to Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer was literally a walk-on when I got up here for the night side. Yeah, this thing has two separate sides to it. You can actually choose the crazier side or Squire, which is a bit more tame, so it doesn't flip as much, so you can ride both sides and see which one you like better. I highly recommend night side. So when you come up to the entrance, go to the left instead. If you want the best ride on Dragon Slayer, when you come up to the station, there's the one that faces forward when you go up the lift, and then you're facing away from the ride. And then there's the one that sends you backwards out the station, so you can face the whole coaster. Take the seat on the left. That one faces you away from the coaster. When you get to the top, you actually get a really awesome backflip right out the gate. It's a great way to start this ride. I think I got 3 flips in a row in the middle section. So this coaster, don't sleep on SNS 40 free spins. I mean, yeah, they are cloned and there's a lot of them out there, but don't sleep on them. They still offer a really great thrill. And with the kind of motions that it gives you, it's certainly a lot more comfortable than riding inside the cage of one of those carnival ride zippers. So there's that. Okay, I just noticed something that's changed in this park that has made me quite sad right now. And I'm not talking about the monster. I'm talking about something that's missing that used to go right through the monster. Come over here. The Sky Ride's gone. You used to be able to ride the Sky Ride all the way up, and it would take you through the loop on Monster. And from the Sky Ride, you could get a pretty awesome shot as the coaster went above and below you. I don't get to get that on this trip. Look at this. You can still see all the footers from the old Dragon coaster, their old Hopkins looper. And if you look over here, in what used to be the station, they now have kind of like an airplane ride. Isn't it wild how only a couple of years can make such a difference with wooden coasters? On my visit here in 2021, I got off Outlaw thinking, this wasn't too bad, and Tornado was the one that jackhammered me at the first drop. This year, Tornado is so much better. Outlaw is kind of,
Okay, I'm gonna go with Al.
Yeah, it's not fun. This coaster, like, you just, on some of the turns, you absolutely just get slammed into your seat divider. And the seat divider is not padded, so yeah. All amusement parks need to take note of the size of this cup. I just got this, and they allowed me to fill it with water for free. No park on a hot day should just be giving out tiny little Dixie cups full of water. They need to be giving you like full-size cups of water at no cost. Because let's be honest, Dasani is the bottom of the barrel of all of the bottled waters. And I think that most of you could probably agree with me on that one. So here's the latest edition, Flying Viking. This is gonna be credit number 89 for me today. All right, Flying Viking. I'll say right now, this first helix turn that it has offers some decent laterals. It's actually pretty fun. Back row got a little bit of floater in the back. Actually, the ride-up gave me like a fist's worth of space between me and my lap bar. Biggest thing that I'll say about it though, this is the longest line on any coaster in the park. It absolutely needs a second train because it's not moving very quick. So I had to wait here, I think 45 minutes. So yeah, but fun coaster, not bad. So that puts me at 89. So obviously next summer, that means I need to hit a park that has like a large collection of coasters and at least one elite coaster. What do you guys think? What should I make my 100th coaster next summer? Let me know in the comments. Mauer spinner or Gerstlauer spinner? Which one do you guys like best? Phoenix is fun, but if you're a taller rider, good luck because there is like no leg room and the lap bar is quite big. So this is the dead end path that leads down to where Outlaw is, and back there is where the water park goes. And then you have like a picnic pavilion area here. And then right over here, this is the bridge that used to take you up to the Raging River. And given the circumstances of what happened on the Raging River ride a few years ago, that accident that happened, I don't think they're gonna bring it back. It's not even on their website, it's not on the map, so I don't think it's coming back. So the next big thing that Adventureland needs to do to improve this park is they need to find a way to make that loop around back up to this area. Because having this dead end here to get to and from Outlaw and the water park is kind of a pain, because you have to walk all the way up and around to get back instead of being able to just go from like that picnic pavilion back across, you know? So that's the one little thing about this park I think needs to be improved upon. See, here's what it looks like from the other side. There's the gate. That was Raging River. There's that picnic pavilion. But if I want to get from there to this side of the water, instead of just a straight shot across, I have to go all the way over and around past the games. So I think that's something they need to fix.
You know, old coal mines zigzag underground throughout the state. Fact is, Adventureland was built right over the top of one of the most notorious caverns to ever be dug out under Iowa soil. Now, one time, this here underground was the hideout for some of the most wanted outlaws and bank robbers ever to roam the territory.
When I rode the underground the last time I came here, I can't say I remember a whole lot about the animatronics like during the ride, but I do remember the miner that you see at the very beginning who kind of lays down the backstory for you. His jaw would click and you couldn't really hear him. You know, it was an old, kind of outdated piece. This time though, the new version, it looks a lot better. The movements on it are a bit more fluid, and then they bring down some fog and they have like a projection at the beginning that just made it look really cool. I didn't expect that. That was probably the coolest part. So Yeah, I mean, the Underground's not really a super exciting coaster. I mean, calling it a coaster is kind of being generous, but you know, it's fun, and I think it looks pretty darn cool.
Hey, we're not doing the hard pick. We're gonna go right.
So I think that's going to do it for Adventureland today, guys. And I'll tell you what, it's only been 3 years since my last visit, but there is a lot to talk about. In just that short period of time, so much has changed about this park. Palace Entertainment, the company that now runs them, they also run Kennywood and I think Lake Compounce, which are two of the oldest parks in the country. And those guys are so good at putting in great attractions to make an excellent family-oriented park. They've done a great job. The buildings look nice and fresh. There's a few older rides I'm kind of bummed that they got rid of, but that's just progress. From the standpoint of a coaster enthusiast, you're always wondering what the next major addition will be. Looking at who they've worked with, I think their next thing might be something from either SNS or from possibly Premier Rides. I mean, I think a solid Premier Rides launch coaster, even just a small Skyrocket 2 would be a good addition for this park. I think that would add some diversity in their coaster lineup. I mean, don't know if that's what they'll do. Don't know when their next coaster will be. But considering there's been a decent amount of competition with, I mean, Worlds of Fun just got a new coaster. Lost Island just opened a couple of years ago. So, you know, they're trying to stay ahead of it, and it's great. I honestly think I might have to do another review of this park, like an updated review. If you want to see my previous review of Adventureland, I'll put a link to that one in the description. Anyway, though, I think that's going to do it. So thank you so much for watching. And if you like roller coasters and theme parks, make sure you subscribe to Ejector Airtime. Hit that button down there. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content. And also, make sure you like this video, so that will really help against the YouTube algorithm. So, again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side.